I'm gonna let that sit there because it's been in the fridge for a couple of days now. Oh my gosh, it's already due this Wednesday as well. Anyway, that was from the Bakery Shed, which is actually a self-serve bakery. So me and Bill decided to visit on Saturday morning, and I made a reel about it in case you want to see more details, but it's so worth it. It was started by a local baker, and she basically has almost like a vending machine bakery, and it's so cute. Anyway, I thought we would do a Pinterest segment because I haven't done that for a while now, and you guys know how much I love looking at Pinterest, aesthetic photos. In fact, most of my feed these days on Instagram is actually like influencers where I just find all their content so nice to look at. And I could never be that person. I feel like in order to take aesthetic photos all the time, you have to have a really good eye for detail, and you have to be like willing to rearrange items in your photo, for example. And to be honest, I think I'm just too lazy to do that kind of thing. So I like to enjoy it when influencers actually put their effort into making their content really aesthetic, and that is why I obviously am such a Pinterest girl. So let's get started. Okay, so first photo is a classic. Obviously, when I'm older, I would love to have a photo of Bill and I taken like this, because how cute, just like enduring love that goes into an elderly age, and not just the love itself, but the fact that you've both survived and not one or both of you have died early. Because isn't it so tragic when someone gets diagnosed with sickness and then passes away before they can reach old age together? It's so sad, so tragic. So hopefully me and Bill make it to this stage and we can have a cute little couples photo shoot when we're elderly together. I feel like that'd be so sweet. Or like even something as simple as future grandchildren taking some photos of you guys together, because life is so short. It's just so important to cherish moments like that, especially if, for example, like couples haven't actually gotten divorced, because so many couples do. And it's just like, that's a celebration in itself. My next photo is a really sweet one as well. I obviously saved this kind of thinking of my own future in mind, with Bill playing with our future kids. And I just think it's such a cute dad and kids photo. Obviously them playing around. Dads love to be more active with their kids than generally moms do. So I feel like with that kind of wrestling, if we do end up being boy parents especially, that's so cute. The next photo is something that inspires me for my future vow renewal. So if you guys don't know already, I kind of had a bad time as a fiance and bride, and so to make up for it in the future, I do plan to have a vow renewal at our current house in the backyard, hopefully. And I'm planning to have basically just like a really small micro wedding, and to just celebrate me and Bill's love at that point so far together with our closest friend. That is the current plan. Obviously details might change when I actually do it, but just for now, that's the kind of vibe that I want for just like a really cutesy garden vow renewal, something that's very classy, something where we can have a great videographer and just have our closest friends just like laughing and enjoying in the backyard with us. And I also plan for it to be a dinner in the summertime so that the sun sets later. And I just feel like if it does turn out the way I envision it right now, it'll be so nice. Next photo, I know these have been very family themed so far, but we are on to a birthday shot. This is obviously Kendall Jenner with her birthday cake, but I would love to have some sort of like funsy nighttime party like this someday. I feel like I haven't had something at night for my birthday for a very long time. Like over all these years, they've been very garden daytime aesthetic. So when it comes to like kind of getting more groovy in the nighttime, I feel like I'll one day host something like that. Not anytime soon, because this year's birthday party is again during the daytime, because I wanted to use my family backyard. But in the future, we will get there someday. And final one, because I do want to eat my cake, is this cute couples photo of people hugging, because one day I would love to have a couples photo shoot in this house. I was actually meant to have one a couple months back and it fell through, unfortunately. So one day when I have the opportunity to, again, me and Bill will have a photo shoot in this house to commemorate it like professionally with a photo shoot, because you guys know I'm all about photos and just capturing memories like that. So yeah, really keen one day to kind of just like memorialize our love within this house, like within our first ever home together, and to have that photo shoot. Whoa.
Really taking it all in right now.
That looks so nice. Good morning. I have realized I'm so much more productive in my personal life if I don't have that much work, because the last few weeks my workload actually doubled and sometimes even tripled, I swear, some days. So I was actually just really drowning. And because as of this week so far, I have been able to actually finish my work quite quickly, I feel suddenly on top of my personal life again. Isn't that insane? Just every day waking up, obviously working my job because I'm paid for that, 9 to 5, and then just moving forward and being able to do my personal life tasks, especially when I'm working from home. It's actually a privilege. Like, I feel so blessed to be able to do that. But when I am really busy for work, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm all over the place. It's the early afternoon on the only day this week we have fully at home, besides our afternoon walk that we're planning to do. So I am feeling restless already because I am on my final routine step, which is admin, but my personal phone is charging, so I need the screenshots, which I kind of treat like a to-do list because an actual list kind of freaks me out. So I stopped doing that about a year ago now, and I now rely on my screenshots whenever I need to be reminded of anything. I have been feeling a little bit creative because I feel like it's the first time I've been able to breathe in the last few weeks. So I feel like I've been able to make like a little DIY craft birthday card. I even took out a scrapbook for the first time in months, and I actually pasted some items into it. I'm actually thinking of maybe making content. I'm not sure because obviously it requires dressing up, and I don't know if I would film something like a makeup get ready with me or outfit photos later on my walk. I have no idea. Obviously the walk is primarily for fitness, but I'm just thinking like, what opportunities can I take? Because taking photos like an influencer is hard. Like, they put effort into their photos and they're always traveling. They're always in nice, cool places. And I'm like, I'm not in a nice, cool place. I mean, I love my home, but it's not like it's a city where you have a million backdrops to choose from. So I don't exactly know what I feel like doing because there's no point in brain rotting plus adding to all my mood boards. I already have an ample amount of posts in every single mood board on every platform, like mainly Pinterest and Instagram these days. So I feel like there's no point sitting and adding more to my mood boards for like my future travel or whatever. I think first grab a drink and then I'll go from there. I am tired and definitely less motivated today. I actually started my morning with washing my hair, then getting a quote from a dentist. I'm gonna try my best to be productive still, but it's already a few hours time that we are leaving for my family home, then Bible study, then back home to sleep tonight and to wake up for the office tomorrow. Happy Friday. Don't mind my hair. I'm gonna fix it. I try to copy tutorials, and as you guys know, my hair skills are not good. So I'm going to do another hairstyle later. I like to just do my only attempt at my different tutorials that I watch, and then if it doesn't work out, I move on to the next one. Like, I am a serial saver into mood boards, so I have plenty more tutorials and one of them needs to work out. So I just wanted to check in because I didn't vlog much yesterday. Meet Bill's brother for the Leve concert tonight. I'm so excited. I'm actually also in one of her top 40,000 listeners in Australia. You know, I actually tried to use the new heated curl, but then
it didn't hold it.
I just didn't know how to copy to make it wavy. I just ended up doing blowout, like just straight, like making it clean. But I didn't know how to do the blowout. I
should have
watching so many tutorials.
I think your hair's not long enough, to be honest.
No, it is.
You sure?
Yeah. My skin barrier has been broken by a moisturizer, so I'm trying to fix it. I haven't done foundation.
I don't need it.
So technically my Leve outfit, according to Instagram, is just the blue dress, but it's too cold. So I have this and pants. You look like an unk.
Put it up.
I couldn't get close enough.
Oh, that is really good.
Is one of the first songs I wrote actually, and
I thought it was a leader.
My glasses. Did I take it off?
Lead dominoes as well.
Oh, you made it here? Happy Monday. I had such a packed weekend. I went to Leve, like you guys saw, and then I also had a work conference, so I had really bad sleep. I probably only got about 3 hours at my in-laws, and then we had to dash and barely got time to even spend with the in-laws. Joined Bill for church dinner groceries and had a lot of car napping because I was so exhausted. I basically just couldn't function, and then went home, did a really quick tidy of the house, didn't do a full one, but I did try and get the house looking a little cleaner. And then Harsh and Rose came over to celebrate Rose's birthday with a cake, and we had dinner too. So everything was fun, but it was just really tiring. So then yesterday I had church dinner, so a little more chill than usual, but then afterwards we watched Spider-Man 4. So that was a good movie. I'm actually really happy with it. I ended up rating it 8.5 out of 10, and yeah, I enjoyed myself. We went with siblings and a family friend and brother's girlfriend, so yeah, it ended up being like a good night. Getting out of bed late this morning because my body is just so tired and my period still hasn't come. It's actually been nearly a month late, which is crazy. Yeah, I literally just like have so many women's health issues, so it is what it is. Both of us have to go out Monday. Is that okay, Bill? I'm feeling really sick and lightheaded right now. I have spent the last few hours in bed only sleeping for about a third of that. But you know that feeling you get when you're just in so much pain, you just want to stay where you are and just lie down. So I didn't want to go and get myself a drink and meds and make myself swallow them. I was just like, let me lie in bed for a few hours, and obviously I wasted time doing that, and I basically just need to pack my bags, pack up the house, and it's just feeling chaotic with this pain as well. This is the first time the island's been clean in literally weeks. I think I'm even gonna go out on a limb and say a month. Obviously ignore Bill's jumper that was just placed there this morning, but otherwise it is a clear island for once. Usually we actually let mess and new purchases pile up on it, which is so terrible, but genuinely, like when I pass by and I see the island messy, maybe it's because I grew up with my family kitchen island really messy all the time. I just like kind of turn a blind eye. So I finally decided to, from now on, not do that and actually start to clean up the island. And I'm just so happy with how it is right now when I see it. Whenever we run out of soft drink in the fridge, I basically use this, which Bill doesn't really like. It's actually a green creaming soda, so not the typical pink one that you would see, at least in Australia. But if you put a tiny bit in with water, it tastes okay. As soon as I got out of bed, the cramps are bad. Like, I feel like there is something twisted and big inside my stomach right now, and it's horror. I realize I've never said this on my channel before, so if you get periods, then listen up to what meds I use. So first off, this morning I used what is called tranexamic acid. Only use it if you have super heavy flow. If you're someone who's like, I think I have minimal to average blood amount, then don't worry. But basically it just helps you bleed less because I think it lessens the clots. You do have to get a prescription from a GP, but if you mention it and if your symptoms align with needing to use it, then I would recommend. A GP who first told me about it actually told me that if your bleeding doesn't subside by that much, it's actually a sign you have endometriosis, which does run in my family and which I suspect that I have. Just a normal painkiller, literally just whatever I have at home, so I don't have to keep buying random ones, but obviously things like Panadol, aspirin, and Nurofen, Ponstan, there are so many, but literally just whatever I have at home, and then I replenish whenever I need to. But for now, I'm just gonna take this one paracetamol because there's only one left in this packet. So if I'm really diligent on a full day of bleeding on my period, I can have up to like a dozen tablets, which sounds really scary, but it's safe. Like, I've never had any complications from it. It's literally just the fact that I have to swap between the two types. I've been really overstimulated today because lying in bed and doom scrolling, obviously my brain is just full of sound. So I'm going to try and actually do the laundry with silence, which is really abnormal for me. Like, usually I have something playing in the background because ever since I've been young, I've been doing homework as a little kid, like with a YouTube video playing. So I'm such a Gen Z kid. Like, I was raised on OG YouTubers, and I just feel like that has affected me all the way till now, even to the point where this morning in a work meeting, I gotta say, I actually was looking at YouTube videos on a different screen, and I feel like even though I know it's wrong when I'm on the job, it's just like I can't stop it because my brain is so used to it. I want to learn to be a good example to my future children, and one really in your face way of doing that is by just lowering screen time and not having to be so overstimulated all the time, and actually trying to have that peaceful mind. Like, I've tried to regulate my emotions now for the past year, and even though I've improved a lot, it's just like I still feel this insane need to, for example, even still be filming this right now. Like, most people go about their day and don't film themselves doing laundry and talking to a random YouTube audience at the same time. I know it's so strange, especially when I don't want to be a content creator and I'm on here purely for fun. I'm barefaced. I am in pain from my period. My hair's all gross, and just like, I'm still doing this because I'm so used to being on the internet, whether it is consuming or creating. And even though there is some merit to it as a hobby, like I still like it as a hobby, it's still like a test to my point on how like I'm always just drawn to being online and being overstimulated and having like something in the background. It's just so random. It's like I can't do one task at a time by itself and be fully focused. And I'm sure a lot of psychologists have a lot to say about this, and just like my generation and Gen Alpha as well. But yeah, it's just like something that I notice as I get older of like, wow, what I did when I was about 8 years old, just like innocently emailing my friends and watching YouTube while doing homework really impacted me. And I can't believe I had access to my dad's computer that young, but at that time my parents were always working and my grandpa actually helped raise us after school. So yeah, it's interesting how little things like that can really impact you. Parents worked really hard and built a successful business. Those lifestyle choices can impact me. Not that I'm blaming my parents at all, but it's just like, it has actually attributed to who I am today with all this noise in my brain, especially from the internet. I'm so happy all of that dried, because there's been times where things haven't dried to the point where they've been on the rack for like 8 days straight. So that was all done in a couple days. Ta-da! It is now clear behind me. I'd love to one day make this the kids' play spot. I'm literally always just dumping my items on this mat, which is not a good routine. And obviously when it comes to tidying, that's when I get stressed because I see all the mess I've left. But when I get home, I just want to chill. Like, I consider if I've gone for the day to be my main task for the day. I only go on with the rest of my routine of tidying, devotionals, and admin if I feel like it, which is rare. So this was my conference lanyard from yesterday. And then they also had sponsors there. So it included perfume samples. So I'm gonna pop that into my beauty fridge, and it means I don't need to buy new perfume anytime soon. The tissue box, when there's guests coming, I put inside the coffee table, which you guys are sitting on. And this is the volume remote control for the TV. So I used to put it inside the coffee table as well, then realized that was inconvenient, and now I just pop it on top of it. Everything that gets lined up against the wall underneath the Spider-Verse poster is anything we need to bring to the car or with us the next time we're going out.
I'm happy, like, if you just...
I will start falling in love with you. Someday, someone will like me like you. Until then I drink my coffee, eat my pie, pretend that we have more. I have zero process about putting laundry away. Like, I don't even know what thoughts I'm thinking right now. We exchange. Getting older, I never had a shoulder to cry on. Someone to call mine. Everybody's calling it.